Good morning, students. Now we are going to see another topic from management of patients with gastrointestinal system, intestinal disorders. Today we are going to see two conditions together, that is esophageal fistula and peritonitis. First we will see about what is esophageal fistula. The definition is fistula develops between esophagus and trachea is called tracheoesophageal fistula or TEF. Okay? So you can see in this sentence there are two organs which are from two systems. Okay? Esophagus is from gastrointestinal system and trachea is from respiratory system. So there will be a connection between these two organs. Okay? That means a fistula that develops between the esophagus and trachea, that we are calling the tracheoesophageal fistula or TEF. It is a congenital abnormality, but it can occur afterwards also, like sequela of surgical procedures like laryngectomy. Okay? So actually this condition is a congenital abnormality. Okay? Before birth itself it can occur, but it can occur. Okay? There are chances, like after the surgery of laryngectomy also there will be chances of getting fistula between trachea and esophagus. So what are the causes? The main cause is, as we already told, it is congenital due to failure of fusion of tracheoesophageal ridges after 4th week of embryo development. Second one is due to pressure necrosis by tracheostomy tube in apposition of nasogastric tube. That is, दो tubes जब साथ में आता है, tracheostomy tube and nasogastric tube. ठीक है? Because of the pressure of these tubes, there will be tracheoesophageal fistula. Traumatic, that is any blunt injury or open avulsion injury to neck and thorax. Then because of tumors, like tumors of esophagus and other sites like lungs, trachea and lymph nodes in larynx. And the other cause we have already seen it as, it can occur after laryngectomy surgery. So these are the causes. So what are the clinical manifestations? It can be divided into different types. If it is in the neonates, okay, congenital abnormality we are already seen. So if it is in the neonates, there will be choking, coughing, vomiting and cyanosis during feeding. जब breast feeding देते तब बेबी को क्या आएगा? Choking, coughing, vomiting and cyanosis. Neonate can have fine, white, frothy bubbles of mucus in mouth and nose. Fine white color का frothy जैसे bubbles कहाँ पे आएगा? Mucus आएगा mouth में और nose. If it is malignant TFE, ठीक है? If it is malignant TE, that is tracheoesophageal fistula, so there will be clinical manifestations like cough, aspiration and fever, and there will be abdominal distension due to passing of air into the stomach. So these are the clinical manifestations. What are the diagnostic evaluations? We can do history taking and physical examination, chest x-ray we can do, bronchoscopy to visualize the fistula कहाँ पे है, ठीक है? Then abdominal ultrasound and ECG to rule out the cardiac symptoms, and nasogastric tube insertion to see if whether it is the esophageal fistula or what. What are the management we can? Resection of fistula and anastomosis is done. In case of tumors, fistula may be covered with self-expanding metallic stents, that is SEMS, and radiotherapy and chemotherapy can done in tumors. Okay? So resection of fistula and anastomosis is done in almost cases. And अगर ट्यूमर है तो क्या करते हैं हम लोग? फिस्टुला को कवर करते हैं. कैसे? With the help of self-expanding metallic stent. ठीक है? अगर ट्यूमर है तो हमको रेडिएशन थेरेपी और कीमोथेरेपी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. देन पेशेंट्स का एयरवे मेंटेन करना है, ऑक्सीजन देना है, चेस्ट ट्यूब चाहिए तो प्रोवाइड करना है, IV फ्लूइड्स देना है और इनटेक आउटपुट चार्ट मेंटेन करना है एंड वी शुड गिव माउथ केयर फ्रीक्वेंटली. So this is all about esophageal fistula. ठीक है, so what is esophageal fistula, what is TEF and what are the causes, what are the diagnostic evaluations we are doing, what are the clinical manifestations we can see both in neonates and in adults, and also what are the management we can do. The next topic we will move on to the peritonitis. What is the definition of peritonitis? Peritonitis is a localized or generalized inflammatory process of the peritoneum. What is peritoneum? It is a layer of the stomach. So peritonitis मतलब क्या है? It is an infection or any inflammation of the lining of the abdominal cavity known as the peritoneum. Peritoneum में जो infection और inflammation आता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Peritonitis बोलते हैं. Then what are the types of peritonitis? There are two types of peritonitis. First one is primary peritonitis and second one is secondary peritonitis. We will see what is primary and secondary. Primary peritonitis मतलब क्या है? The infection it develop in the peritoneum itself. ठीक है, पेरिटोनियम से जो इन्फेक्शन स्टार्ट होती है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? प्राइमरी पेरिटोनाइटिस. एंड secondary peritonitis is like when bacteria or enzymes from the biliary or gastrointestinal tract get into the peritoneum and causes peritonitis. Sorry. So two types of peritonitis, primary and secondary. Primary में क्या है? It develops in peritoneum itself. ठीक है, पेरिटोनियम से जो इन्फेक्शन स्टार्ट होता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? प्राइमरी पेरिटोनाइटिस, बट इट इज अ रेयर कंडीशन. ठीक है, सेकेंडरी पेरिटोनाइटिस मतलब क्या है? द इन्फेक्शन और द इन्फेक्शियस एजेंट कम्स फ्रॉम द biliary tract or from the GI tract and causes the infection in the peritoneum. That is secondary peritonitis. We will see what are the causes and risk factors. Interabdominal abscess, peritoneal dialysis, ruptured appendix, injury or trauma, cirrhosis of liver, ascites or fluid collection in the stomach, perforated bowel, infection following any abdominal surgery. So these are the causes and risk factors for peritonitis. Then what are the clinical manifestations? There will be abdominal pain and tenderness, bloating or a feeling of fullness in the stomach, fever and chills as usual in all infections, fluid in the abdomen that is ascites, inability to pass stool or gas, low urine output, excessive fatigue or weakness, nausea and vomiting, loss of appetite, skin turns pale and cold, electrolyte imbalances will be there. There will be breathing difficulties and shock. These are the main clinical manifestations. What are the diagnostic evaluations we can do to rule out the peritonitis? Physical examination, history collection, physical examination, blood test we can do, X-ray of the abdomen, peritoneal fluid culture to rule out the agent, ultrasound and CT scan, rectal or pelvic examination, laparoscopy and exploratory surgery. So these are the diagnostic evaluations we are doing. Then coming to the management. Most common treatment is giving antibiotics. Patients who suffer from ascites, that is fluid collection in the stomach, are treated with diuretics to increase the urine output and the elimination of excess fluid from the body. ठीक है, जिसको ज़्यादा फ्लूइड है और ascites है उसको हम diuretics देते हैं. Analgesics can be administered to reduce the pain. Infected tissue remove करने के लिए सर्जरी करता है. ठीक है, then there will be vigorous IV therapy and correction of electrolyte imbalance. We already seen that the patient will have nausea and vomiting etc. So IV therapy देना है और electrolyte imbalance correct करना है. And we can tell or advise for NPO, nil per oral if necessary. So this is about peritonitis. So today we have seen two topics, that is esophageal fistula or tracheoesophageal fistula and peritonitis. I hope everyone understood the topic. Write the notes. If you have any doubts, you can ask at any time. Thank you.